If you are a high performing woman or a power couple who already values fitness and you're tired of throwing your goals out the window every time you travel, then this video is for you. I'm Alisha, co-founder of Fit Couple Coaching, and we work with couples who are not looking for basic meal plans or motivation tips. They want a system that works from anywhere. Today, we're going to talk about how to walk through exactly how to stay on track without obsessing and how to keep your standards high while still enjoying your trip, and what to do when life throws you curveballs, whether that's at a resort, a wedding weekend, or in the middle of airport chaos. So we have 5 of y'all's biggest questions related to travel, and my video guy Tim over here, aka also my husband, is going to be asking the questions, and then I'll give my feedback because this girl does a lot of traveling and has for a really long time and stayed on my goals. So I get asked these questions a lot, but we want to come to you with your top 5.
All right, so first question. What is the biggest mistake you see fit-minded women make when they travel that completely sabotages their progress?
This is definitely a good one. So I see this kind of fall in 2 different camps, and it's the person that they are when they go on vacation. So we either see the perfectionist. They go on vacation, they think that they have to still stick to every macro, every workout, hit every step, every sleep number, anything that they have. And not only do they not enjoy the vacation, but nobody with them enjoys the vacation, and most people wish that they had not come. So there's that camp, the perfectionist. Or you have the other one, and I call this the one that, like, you really don't know how to separate the two or to merge healthy lifestyle and the vacation. And so you feel like you just shut down, and vacation's the free-for-all, like a lot of people do on the weekends, and you just eat all the things, you don't move at all. What's water? It's like, Coyote Ugly and spraying. Nobody asked for water. You're not allowed to drink that here. So I feel like that's the 2 camps that most people fall into that don't vacation well.
All right, number 2.
Okay.
How do you personally plan ahead for a trip without it taking over your life or killing the vibe of the vacation?
Ooh, this is a good one for me. So I like to ask the questions. It helps me to prepare, and that doesn't matter what area of life this is for me. I'm totally the one that will call the hotel or ask, the friend that booked the Airbnb, etc. Like, what do we have access to? Do we have a kitchen? Do we have a refrigerator or a mini fridge? Those sorts of things, so that you can plan. Is there an on-site fitness facility, or may I have the address? And then I'll look up myself and see, are there some like cool hiking trails around? Is there an on-site facility? Is there a gym that I can walk to, etc.? I'll also use that for grocery shopping, etc. It's super easy on vacation, guys. You do click lists at home. Like, do click lists on vacation. So you can just get a couple of staples that are actually delivered to your hotel, so it's there and it's ready for you. And then it also lets me know, if I'm driving, some things that I can pack with me and take. If you're flying, that's when the click list is like even more important. But it's really just knowing what you have access to. I make sure and do things like I pack my workout clothes, because guess the likelihood of me working out if I don't pack workout clothes? Not real high. I mean, you can work out in your PJs, and I have done that plenty of times when I'm in a hotel room by myself. But make sure that you pack that, but make it super simple. Just replicate what you do at home. This is something that has really helped me, because I don't act like it's a different day. I still pull off my vitamins. I just, instead of for one day, I pull it off for the length of the trip, roll them up, put them in my suitcase. Get my workout clothes, put them in my suitcase. Think about what food I might want to take from the house, put it in like a food bag. So just keep it super simple. Don't let yourself get overwhelmed with it, but just think, if I was at home, and what's important to me on my vacation, and how can I make that easy? Because that's one thing that we try to do and help our clients, whether they're at home or traveling, is make it easy so that you don't have to think about it. You don't have to make extra steps, so that your likelihood of execution is a whole lot higher.
Right, and number 3, someone asked, what does someone do if their partner is not on board with staying on track during the vacation?
Oh, this is definitely a good one. So since we coach couples a lot, we get a lot of couples questions. So first and foremost, it comes down to, with anything else within a relationship, is communication. So even before you go on the trip, I would have that conversation with your partner and say, hey, what do you want out of this trip, out of vacation? How do you see, spending your days, our days, like while we're there? I just want to be clear because I want to make sure that I pack accordingly and we plan our schedule accordingly, etc. Because we all know that vacation goes by just like that, way faster than a work week. So just communicating that on the front end, I think is super helpful. It is a little bit more difficult when you have somebody that's not on plan with you or that doesn't have the same standards that you do. And we still love them for that. But at the end of the day, the biggest thing for you to remember is that you are the one that is in charge of your life and your plan. And it's up to you to make those decisions. We teach and coach couples all the time that they have a partner that's not on board. That's one reason why we started Fit Couple Coaching is we know the synergies of somebody being or a couple being on the same plan together. It's just more fun. And then you help hold each other accountable. You help fill in the gaps for other, people while you're on the trip, your spouse, especially. But don't take it personally. If they don't want to go for the walk on vacation or they want to eat differently, they can eat all the things while they're on vacation. But maybe you are dialed in and it's important to you and you're like, hey, I'm going to prioritize. I know we're going to this Italian place and they have really good pizza. So you're just going to eat like high protein meals and like healthier options throughout the day. Maybe have a shake so it's lighter on calories, so that you can have that and you're not just going to throw away all of your nutrition while you're on vacation. So at the end of the day, it really comes back to you are in charge of you and your decisions. It can affect you. We all have been there and we all get that when you have a partner that's not on board. But I think you'd be surprised if you have that conversation before you go and you reiterate how important it is. Just, hey, I've made such progress. I just want to make sure that I at least maintain or, whatever the conversation is, wherever you are, that you talk about that before you go.
All right. Number 4, someone asked, if someone actually wants to make progress while traveling, not just maintain, what does this realistically look like?
That's a good one. And I wanted to say first and foremost, it is absolutely possible. Planning is key. With this, it is literally just, I would get together with your coach, or if you were just winging this on your own, like make sure that you say, okay, if I were to stay at home, what are the key things that I need to do? And then plan, again, like back to, what was it, question 2 or whatever, like know what you have access to so that you can make sure that you stay on plan with any metric that falls within the setup that you have in order for you to keep making progress on your goals. But you definitely want to have methods and measures to track food, to make food, to get your workouts in, to get your steps in, to make sure you take, your watch, charger, anything like that is necessary for you to execute the plan for you to keep making progress. But at the end of the day, it's 1000% doable. Tim and I have totally both traveled and done this, bodybuilding and just life in general. So that would be my take on that.
All right, the last one. And this one, she a banger.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she's a good one.
Let's hear it.
All right, so someone asked, what would you say to the woman who's worked so hard for her physique and doesn't want to feel like she is constantly undoing her progress every time she travels?
Gotcha. I feel like this is most women, honestly, even if they think or really want to. And what I would really say is just lean into who you are and who the best version of yourself looks like. And remind yourself, the fact that you're even having this conversation, the fact that you guys even submitted this as a question means that you value that. And lean into that. Like, go back to what's the purpose of the vacation? Who is it you're going to be around and traveling with? You want to be able to enjoy that. And there is absolutely a way to do that, but also be yourself and be who you are. If you go to a Super Bowl party or the baseball game, on the weekend, etc., you don't change who you are in those scenarios. So just remind yourself that, and even if you're a work in progress, like you're a healthy person. I'm a woman that, I have high standards for myself. I've worked really hard. I'm very proud of myself and I can do this. I think saying those like positive things towards yourself and identifying yourself as somebody who can do this and who is a healthy person. I am somebody who can travel and maintain my physique and enjoy myself. Like, that's the whole purpose of the vacation. And at the end of the day, like, your mental state is super important for you to hit your goals anyway. So technically the vacation's needed. You need this time to reset. You need time with people you love in a new place, away from the stressors of everyday life. So I would say give yourself grace, and just know that it's possible. Even if you've never successfully done this before, just lean into, I have high standards for myself. This can be done, and I'm going to do it this trip and every trip. If this resonated and you're already someone who holds yourself to a higher standard when it comes to how you live, eat, and train, but you want a system that works anywhere life takes you, this is what we specialize in. We have literally helped hundreds of people who are just like you reach their goals. So if you're ready to take the guesswork out and you want a plan that works for you at home or anywhere you may travel, comment below or shoot us an email. We put it in the description and we'll teach you how.